Now let's talk about the zero shot and few shot prompting techniques. Let's start with zero shot. Here we will provide LLM or AI model with some kind of instructions to produce output. And in zero shot, we will just provide instruction, but we will not provide any kind of examples or data set for model to go through. So in this case, there is no training required for the model, and it's the we have only very limited control for the model output, and it is much the responsiveness of the model is very fast and it is flexible. Model can handle lot of range of tasks without additional training. Now, in contrast, let's look at the few shot prompting. In the few shot prompting, we will provide LLMs or AI model with instructions, like for example, what exactly we want to know from the model, as well as some kind of example or context or guidance. So in that case, it will require some kind of training. So training requires limited amount of time, and we have more control as compared to zero shot. And this is the training time will be certainly longer because we are providing some training data set, and flexibility is less or moderate as compared to zero shot. Now let's go over another technique which is called chain of thought approach. It is very similar to breaking a bigger problem into a smaller one. So if you have a very complex problem, for example, you have a mathematical problem which will require multiple steps. So the way or the approach you will take is you will break down into smaller steps and then solve each step and then finally reach to the solution. So this approach or chain of thought approach is very similar. Here you are the here the prompt also include the model with a question along with the corresponding solution, and we will ask another question based on the same reasoning. So now let's look at one of the example. Here you will feed the model like we have a garden where you have the 15 trees already, and someday you are going to plant some trees and total become 21 trees. And you will also provide the answer to the model that there are 21 trees. Now earlier when you started it was 15, so the solution will be 21 minus 15, which is 16 trees. You will feed all this as a prompt, but then you will ask similar question. And here the question is, you have 3 cars already in the parking lot, you 2 more came in, how many cars are there? So it is the chain of thought. You will provide the question, you will provide the answer, and then based on that you will ask additional questions. Model should be able to interpret these first two and then give you the correct output.